Today, we're diving into a really unique philosophy, one that completely rethinks what success even means. It makes the case that our real purpose, our real goal, isn't something we can achieve in this life at all, but in the one that comes after. So, let's get into it.
Okay, so let's start right here with this incredibly direct statement. It's not trying to be grim, not at all. The whole point is to just jolt us out of our day-to-day thinking and get us to focus on what's temporary versus what might be permanent.
And this comparison is really the heart of the whole idea. See, a life that's focused only on what you can get here and now, money, status, possessions, it's seen as being like a fragile glass bead. It's pretty, sure, but it's temporary, and it can shatter. But if you shift your focus to the spiritual, to the eternal, well, your life becomes something else entirely. It becomes a diamond, unbreakable, precious, and lasting.
All right, so let's first dig into what this way of thinking sees as the big problem with how most of us look at the world.
So the core argument is pretty straightforward. We've built our lives on the wrong foundation. By grounding everything we value in this physical world, which, according to this philosophy, is just a temporary stop, we've completely forgotten who we really are and where we actually come from.
So what is this true nature that we've supposedly forgotten? Well, here's the twist. According to this worldview, it has nothing to do with our physical bodies.
In this view, you are not your body. It's that simple. You are a soul, an eternal, spiritual being that was actually given everlasting life through a sacred promise. Your body? It's just a rental, a temporary vehicle for your true self to get around and have these experiences on Earth. And when you truly accept this idea, everything changes. The moment you stop identifying with the temporary you and start identifying with your eternal soul, your entire sense of self-worth shifts. Your life literally transforms from that fragile glass bead into an indestructible diamond. The value was always there, you just had to recognize it.
But it gets even more interesting. This philosophy suggests that your soul isn't just flying solo. Nope, you're actually part of a spiritual team.
This is called the soul group. And the idea here is that your individual soul is deeply connected to 5 other souls. Together, you form this 6-member spiritual unit that learns, grows, and evolves together across lifetimes.
So here's how it's supposed to work. You've got your core soul and its 5 brother souls, and you all take turns reincarnating here on Earth. But here's the amazing part. When one of you has an experience, the good, the bad, the lessons learned, all of that is shared instantly with the entire group. It's like a spiritual hive mind designed to fast-track learning and build this incredible pool of collective wisdom for all 6 souls. And that brings us to what is really the centerpiece of this whole philosophy, a very detailed map of what happens when our time on Earth is up.
Now, this is absolutely crucial. Heaven and hell aren't places you get sent to based on a scorecard. Instead, they are dimensions that you are naturally drawn to based on the state of your own heart and mind. Your inner world literally creates your outer world after you die.
So for example, the lower realms, the hells, are just physical manifestations of negative thinking. If someone lived their life driven only by base desires, they might find themselves in a world that reflects that perfectly. Someone who was always angry and argumentative could land in a world of nonstop conflict. It's a direct, one-to-one continuation of the consciousness they cultivated on Earth. But just as there are lower realms, there's a clear path leading up, through these higher planes of existence, which you can think of as the different levels of heaven.
So the climb starts in places like the 5th dimension, the spirit world, which is described as a beautiful, peaceful place for good, sincere people. Go even higher, and you reach the 6th dimension, the divine world. This is the destination for souls who were teachers and leaders, people who dedicated their lives to guiding others.
But the ultimate goal, the very peak of a human soul's development, is the 7th dimension. This is presented as the real prize we should all be striving for during our time here on Earth. And the Bodhisattva world is described as this incredible realm of pure light, where everything is beautiful, roads like diamonds. But its real beauty isn't just what it looks like, it's its purpose. The entire reason for its existence is total altruism. The souls there work tirelessly, day and night, to help and guide all the other souls who are still struggling, whether on Earth or in those lower realms. So, now that we have this map of the afterlife in our heads, we can finally circle back and understand what development thinking actually is. So, development thinking has nothing to do with climbing the corporate ladder or growing your bank account.
It's the practice of looking at your life right now from the perspective of that seventh dimension and asking yourself, what can I do today that will help elevate me and everyone around me toward that world of light and altruism?
And get this, the philosophy even gives a surprisingly specific target. The path to that bodhisattva world, it's said, involves guiding 10,000 people toward this spiritual truth, helping them realize their own diamond nature. It turns an abstract idea into a tangible mission.
So I'll leave you with this question. Whether you take this as a literal roadmap of what's to come or just a powerful metaphor, it really forces you to stop and think about your priorities. If the real finish line isn't here, but somewhere else entirely, what would you change about your life starting tomorrow?